The original recipe is you have to put this bottle with beans inside in your fireplace on the ash. Or at the end of the night when you switch it off, you just put it on the side.
Yes.
And that's so it cooks slowly, and by the morning you can have it. And this is good because it's a little bit like steaming because you keep all the flavors inside.
So are the beans raw when you put them in?
No, we put these are cannellini beans. Then we put in water the night before, the dry ones. If you're able to find the fresh, use the fresh one.
So you got a pre-soaked dried cannellini beans?
Always, 12 hours at least.
Okay.
And then what do you do?
Do we put salt in the water when you're soaking them?
No, they tend to break if you do that.
Okay, okay. You have to ask him all the tricks of the trade because he won't tell us otherwise.
Then what you just put it inside, okay? Put the beans inside. Now, the main thing is to make sure you got a bottle, the top of the bottle bigger than the beans, okay? That will save you a lot of problems because otherwise you have to smash the bottle to eat the soup.
Michele, did you know that cannellini beans are the most highly processed bean in Italian gastronomy in terms of it comes tinned or canned, Unbelievable, of all the beans. Oh.
Now, the other most important thing is water you're going to use to actually cook it. You can use water, or what I usually do, some stock. Now, I've got chicken stock. Chicken stock is good, a lot of flavor, but the thing is, if you're going to leave this for too long, maybe a day after in the fridge, it tends to get a little bit gelatinous inside and doesn't really, it looks a little bit strange. So if you do other vegetable stock or water, if you're thinking of leaving it there for a while. But this is beautiful because you can actually have it even for breakfast cold, you know, on the plate.
So that the beans remain whole during the cooking process, they don't break, the skins don't break?
Because they cook really slowly. Really slowly,
All right, fantastic.
And of course, if you got fresh beans, like the original recipe, it will take even less time to cook.
Yes, yes, of course.
And
okay, well, there you go.
Okay, so this is it. Then what we're going to do, we're going to pour some chicken stock. Chicken stock, you just boil from cold water, you put chicken bones or a gallina, celery, carrot and onions, and you boil it for 3 hours at least.
Quite dense, quite yellow in colour, obviously. And chicken stock is the preferred stock as opposed to a meat stock or vegetable stock?
Vegetable stock, it's even, it's okay because you can actually leave it there for a bit as well. But gallina, I think, will give more flavour.
Okay, okay. Gallina is a boiler. I think all the Italians at home would know. Fantastic.
Now you fill it up till 3/4, so we put a little bit more.
There we go.
Then we need a little bit of olive oil. What I'll do...
Does that just sit on the top?
Yeah,
there
just
you go.
a little bit on top. I'll put a little bit, a pinch of salt in there. And a pinch of pepper.
Is our stock seasoned already?
Very lightly.
Very lightly.
And then it's up to you. You can actually put some sage if you want, some basil, whatever herb you want. Maybe
sage is a good thing.
You can give me some basil, maybe for this one.
Some basil.
Oh, yeah.
Basil. Fantastic.
There's no problem. We'll go down. And then we have to make a lid for this. Of course, you can't really close this completely.
Oh, you use the raffia to seal it.
And the thing is, now, if you don't have a fireplace at home, what you do, usually what I do is actually I put it in a container with hot water and just put it in the oven like a 170 to cook slowly.
Okay.
Or unless you got a steamer, or you can actually... You can even do it on the pot, really covered. Make sure that this is covered.
And the bottle will never break?
No.
Never. Okay.
That's why it's better in the oven. You can put it all around, so it actually makes sure it doesn't break.
Okay.
And this is easier because it's flat underneath, so there's no problem. So that's how I cooked it. I cooked it for at least, you need 3 hours at least in the oven, okay? Very slowly.
Okay, here we go.
This will burn a little bit on the top.
Yes.
Depends how you cook it.
Yes.
So the beans became bigger.
Yes, they have increased in size, but obviously there's still that thin chap that will slide out through that the neck.
Okay, so...
And the oil's still sitting on top. It actually doesn't mix, does it?
No.
Just obviously flavours. All right.
And...
okay.
So really, what you're going to do now is actually put it onto a plate.
Oh, wow. And then they all come out. So, Michele, after 3 hours of cooking, our beans are ready. Now, what's the next step here?
Okay, so we've got all the beans here, and what we're going to do is just a little bit of salt, a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of pepper through, drizzle of
e l'olio toscano.
Olive oil.
Ma. Bene.
And so we just give it a nice mix.
Beautiful.
And pretty much
some?
we should taste some, yeah. You can actually cook it on bain-marie as well if you want. You just put boiling water with something on top with a strainer, so it's actually keep. Like I said, it takes 3 hours, but of course, if your temperature is not high enough and the beans are not really boiling inside, so you might cook it for longer or just put your temperature up a little bit.
Great for well, vegetarians can substitute the stock, vegetable stock. They are fantastic, Michele. Buono. Now, Michele, for our viewers tonight, because you are a man of lots of little ideas, you've done something else for our viewers at home tonight. Now, great idea for a dinner party.